Bravo squad lead then? It seems they don't have a squad lead.
Yeah, Mac's is gonna be late, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alpha
I'm switching now.
doesn't have a medic. Oh no,
Yeah,
they have Stanley.
I need a second.
Yeah, you guys have
Stanley.
medic.
You have Stanley.
Wait,
You're
is
good.
Muffin here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
Muffin
he's
is
playing
here.
a rifleman role.
Yeah, I would have liked to know that, like, that you reslotted.
What do you
for
mean
my
he's playing
medic.
Rifleman? I thought you saw it as medic.
He was slotted as my medic.
Okay, Karn, I can do medic. Just let me fucking...
Yeah, just reslot.
Wait, am I not as a medic?
Hey, what? I wasn't a medic.
No, you're
So-
still a
So
Bravo
here's the deal,
rifleman.
guys. This is just a test stop for what we're working with. It's 95% similar to the settings we had in the previous rotation. The only difference is bandage rollover is now on. The armor you have and testing it against the weaponry you'll be fighting, which it's a massive range. But for a standard 5.56 round, it takes quite a bit to take you out from the chest. But your head is still pretty vulnerable. In lieu of that, again, I put bandage rolled over up to 2.5, so it should be a little easier to bring people up, but I do have that second medic for everyone. Ammo count-wise for the more specialized slots, it's the smaller magazines because I'm making a system in play because of the two currencies that are in operations. But to quickly go over them as a TLDR, cocaine is what you're looking for in terms of bricks. If you find it, store it in your vehicles. We'll do a head count at the end to see if we get enough to basically score additional points. Because any drugs that we find dependent on the op, because there's a few different types, will convert to basically how many points you get on the training roster. The second currency is money. I'm working on a system that commanders after the op can use that money or DM me to then buy upgrades for the player base. There will be a one-time purchase for getting Blue 4 slots in. And for Op 4, it will be once X amount is collected, then Op 4 slots will be enabled. My goal is to try to make that after, I want to say 5 or 6 ops to make that a thing. After that, if you are tagged to play either of those roles, then you can slot them, and we'll go over that. But that all needs to be announced later today in the next, in the announcement of the next 3-month training package. So we'll go there when we go there. And if you're asking why you can't move the markers, it's because those 3 I've pre-placed. Otherwise,
no, I made my marker.
you should be able to move it by holding Alt, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So, only other thing I'll add is the enemy kits are very well varied right now. It's probably going to take me at least another, like, 6 hours. I'm not joking when I say that, to really get into what I want to do with them, but right now it's just a lot of civilian clothing and randomized weapons, but once you start going down the Mexican cartel rabbit hole, you realize they have a massive amount of equipment and funding for said equipment. So right now it's going to be a bit bare bones for what I want. Other things to note, this is One Life. Vehicles don't respawn. I don't have any ways to repair them at the moment. That's all going to be tied to upgrade stuff. But there is a big variety. So you've got pretty much everything, even comedically, of what a standard task force would have in this region. I also decided to give you the latest battle rifle that they're using because I thought it would be cool.
Oh shit. Let's go.
Otherwise, I think that's all I can think of. It's up to Command to deviate what vehicles he wants to use, what he can bring into reserve. Like, let's say you put a convoy out, you leave some vehicles here, you attack with the rest of them, then you come back and, you know, grab whatever in case you lose any. You can also always drive all the way back here and pick the new ones up. Each of them have medical resupply, and each of them have resupply for every single player. From the marksmen to the vampires to everything. You also, most of you should have additional backpack room if you want to take more gear. However, if we'll probably run into the problem of one guy dies with 50 plus magazines in his backpack and people might not notice, and then people complain about resupplies. So per vehicle there's more than enough, but if you guys hoard it, then there's nothing I can do about that. Otherwise, money won't be spent till the end of the next mission when we officially begin the campaign, but anything you find is just a bonus for that number. But yeah. Oh yeah, last thing I will say. So, when you use ZEI on a building that auto-populates it with a bunch of stuff, a lot of those containers you can actually take off of Sim and interact with. So if you go up to a container and you see an inventory button, you will be able to open it, and it might have stuff in it. Everything is in groups of 5, either the cocaine or the money. I think in total in this AO, there's well over 30 cocaine pallets, but or cocaine bricks, but I know for a fact it's only like up to 25 at most for either spot, so you will have to go to both spots to get the full amount. Money-wise, I'm not going to tell you, but it's also in groups of 5. How we'll do index is we'll just reform. It would be a great help if you could put all of the stuff in like the command quote-unquote vehicle, which there's a few funny choices for that, but it'll probably be the MRAP. But otherwise, we'll make this all work. Sam, do you have any questions from a command standpoint?
Yes. So,
Okay.
the enemies, are they only in the towns, or are they in the areas before the towns?
For the sake of this operation, they're only in the towns. However, in the future, if we have a big AO like this, it'll definitely be a lot more dynamic. There's a few different plans I have for this campaign, but I will hold that off for tonight's announcement. But again, for the sake of this op, just in the towns.
Okay.
QRF can come from outside of the towns, though, but not in the playable AO, more so like past the bridge here or over here on those two sides, or maybe on foot from the north. Again, this is mainly just to test balancing's sake and see how things go based off of the assets given, because I don't want to fully invest into something just to see you guys die, because, oh my gosh, the Tommy gun I gave to Op 4 somehow just one-taps everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and just like the objectives in like the town, just in random buildings. Like there's no specific building. Obviously.
The buildings will be, as I said earlier, there'll be stuff on them. There'll be units around them. It's not going to be like one random building. They're obviously going to be guarding their stuff. So if you see build up around a building, then it's more than likely going to have something. Now, that being said, these are towns. I have put civilian populations in both, and there are random civilian cars around too, but, you know, the cartels are probably going to be either using a similar color scheme, or they're going to be using technicals or stolen Mexican vehicles to work with. But once you get on the ground, it should be apparent.
Yeah. So enemies have guns. Civilians obviously don't have guns.
Yep.
Is there any penalties for killing civilians?
Yes. Every time you kill a civ, one of the units of money you've taken will be spent. You do have cable ties in the vehicles. If you want, you can use them on the civs to move them aside or move them out of harm's way. Civ death, it's on a case-by-case basis. Let's say like a civ runs in front of a cartel fire team that starts firing and that kills the civ, then I'll try not to count that, but that's only if I see it. So I will make sure that the civs don't do stupid shit like running in the middle of the firefight. Rather, they'll run away. But again, it's life. Nothing's perfect. Any other questions?
None for guys. No.
All right. Any for squad leaders?
It's an immediate live fire scenario?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck, have fun. Op is live. Ghost Wolf, New Horizon, how you both doing?
Ooh.
Radio.
Hi, on 5-0.
Good check.
Hey, Val.
5-0 check.
Good check. Alright, if you guys want, come over here. I can show you what we have. Mexican military utilizes their own variation of different types of pickup trucks. So some they use it for technical, some they use it for transport. They have something called the Dina SA, which if you Google it, it is actually a fucking bus. And I found that hilarious. And then they also have a good chunk of Humvees. So I have 240s, I have 250 cals, and then they also have their own version of MRAPs, which we don't have any, so I've used some RHS USAF equivalents. Otherwise, all of these have the exact same inventory tied to them, But you guys can mix and match whatever the heck you want because that's kind of what the Mexican government does.
Yep.
What?
Do you count the contact DLC as a CDLC? Because I don't own it.
50.
It's gonna be quite annoying to have this.
Alpha, Bravo, Delta, go to
I have no idea what you might have that's context CDLC related. That's interesting.
Modular light is, and I'm. Yeah.
You're gonna have to drop it then, bro. I'm sorry. That was the closest thing I had to Mexican kits. You can put it in feedback and I can change it for the next stop, but if you don't like it, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it right now. That's why we have these test stops.
What color do you want, babe?
Because I can't foresee every single possible thing that we might run into. But I'm not going to make a special exception because then people get mad and want their own special exceptions. I don't feel like dealing with that. That's annoying. I picked one that was specifically from... let me look at it real quick. Yeah, from 3CB, but I guess that still counts as the frickin' thingamajig, so whatever. I'm tired? Yeah. I think... So what I've noticed with myself is prolonged rainstorms, because it's been raining for over about 2 weeks now. It eventually gets to me. 1 second. Oh, okay, hold on. I have some people that signed up literally like 5 minutes prior, so I gotta, because this is a training op, I gotta get them set on the frickin' roster so I can do stuff. Okay, and of course I'm not finding my damn document at the moment. Yeah, that's the training tag roster. Where's my slotting roster? There we go. God damn. Alright, might as well keep those tabs open. So yeah, oh, Virginia, I'm in Northern Virginia. I've heard Southern Virginia's gotten a bit screwed, but where I am, it's just been an extended rainstorm. We're just kind of on the edge of it. But yeah, this is literally just to test ace settings, just to test equipment, just to test anything else that might come up. And from there, I can then work in the rest of the campaign. I'm thinking for this week, because a lot of major projects kind of came down at once with, last week, the tail end was focusing on that 12-hour op, and then this week it's been focusing on the next training rotation. I think I'm going to have tomorrow be another free day. And then Thursday and Friday, we'll just do 12:30s in the morning. I won't run any polls for next week. I will just make a regimental schedule and then just start building things based off of what we have. Because there is an op concept I want to do for Thursday. And I find it hilarious. But we'll probably do dev of that tonight. Because right now my focus is just to get this full rotation announced. So... I gotta make a note on to change out all the vests, which is gonna be a bit annoying, but c'est la vie on that regard. And then we'll just see from there. But yeah, like, there's nothing I can do at this point. I just told him he can drop it, but, you know, then he can just take a vehicle crew position where his chest won't be really exposed. And then, of course, there's been a lot of research on Mexican cartel kits and whatnot. Really, I've just kind of gone with the civilian look for now, but I will be changing things up. I'll be giving some chest armor and whatnot. And I'm also debating having like a random upgrade tree for those units as well, but we'll see how things go. Because it's not only on top of, do I have to balance everything for, you know, a green 4 faction, but then I have to balance it for a blue 4 faction, and then eventual op 4 slots. So there's a lot of work that goes into stuff like this, and then I just have to figure out how to tier things off. It's fine. Otherwise, I hope you're all doing a-okay. I'm just tired. You know, like, dealing with everything... And I'm just trying to figure out where I want to go after all of this. But the operation's pretty simple. All these little built-up buildings. We've got some random cargo cases inside. Some of them, most of them are going to have cocaine. Some are going to have money. They need, I think, 15 cocaine packages, or bricks, excuse me, to... That one also has money. Bad examples here. 15 to score a second point for the training roster, and then... Oh, I lied. I do have some that are in units of 6. Whoops! But either way, 30 to get the full points, and then you got the bonuses for squad leaders and whatnot. And then the money is just a currency, which we'll tie in later, but I'll get that announced sooner or later. I got some civs that have already left the AO. That's cute.
Okay, when you guys are mounted, just start moving to RP1.
But yeah, everything's full of a few different vehicles, buildings. I'll probably spawn in some more civilians to let people run around, but yeah. Thankfully, it adds it to my interface so I can check it a little easier. Any DLCs I recommend buying, what, for Arma 3? I mean, Apex used to be the go-to, but now you don't really need Apex anymore. I guess Contact, because there is a lot of stuff in, like, 3CB factions and whatnot that really stems from Contact, but at the same time, if you don't plan on playing anything like modern day, if you're getting into Arma 3 for things like Star Sim, or stuff where you won't really touch anything tied to any DLC, you don't really need anything. It's kind of a system of, you know, it just depends on which community you're tied to and whatnot, but we'll see how things go. If you're buying Arma 3 for like a single player experience, I'd recommend Tank DLC is pretty good. It adds a few fun missions.
For the squads, make sure to have a marker
Apex's
on
campaign is pretty decent.
your position.
Contacts is a pretty good one as well.
Roger, will do.
And I would say in terms of CDLCs, I think my favorite CDLC campaign to play was probably Spearheads. Because that one had a lot of replayability. Nothing against SOG Prairie Fire. That one's best to play with people. And in my opinion, like for multiplayer sake, that one's probably the most fun. But a close second, even in that regard, would be Spearhead. But you need more people for that one at that point. I'm sorry to hear, Jan. Hope you're okay. Yeah, alright, I gotta make a note of that. But it all just depends on people. But Jan, why did you have to dip? If it was because you were having CDLC things pop up, just come back in and you can
We're the most armored vehicle, so if there's anything...
just drop the vest. IRL stuff, gotcha. There'll be more.
Cocaine.
Oh my god, Bobby. He's got to keep the convoy together. I will be throwing units dynamically at them, though, and I might throw in some offensive techies. What I'll eventually do for this campaign is when I put out an entire map, I'll have a list of scouts everywhere, and we can then field units over to deal with them and blah, 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 but we'll get there when we get there.
Ground has reached the RP point.
This is Bravo, reached the RP point. Are we dismounting here and then pushing up on foot?
Move up with the vehicles. But yeah, Alpha, have you arrived at the RP point? Give me a
Just in case I cocked it up.
Delta's still en route.
Okay. Alpha,
You guys don't fucking...
Delta, Bravo, start moving.
Damn, bro. I need that.
There's enemies in the building.
So what did they field? They fielded the MRAP, they fielded a few Humvees. Wow, they fielded pretty much all the Humvees, actually. Yeah, except for one of the 240s. The trick, though, is are they going to actually use those Humvees with their squads, or are they just going to leave them behind? Because at that point, Why bother leaving him? Yeah, Sam is aggressively scouting ahead. That's gonna be interesting to see how that translates.
Bravo, what's your ETA?
Bravo's here pushing up right now.
QRF wise, we'll just spawn it and play it by ear.
Delta has arrived. I'm just going to put a marker down.
Honestly, I think this op's going to be a little easier than I prescribed, but again, we're just mainly testing settings just to make sure nothing weird happens. It's doing that damn bug. Civi's actually being dumb.
This is Bravo. Here's that friendly shooting at civilians. Up.
Remember, if they don't have guns, do not shoot at them.
Fold this group over and try to initialize a flank. We're going to spawn in another group of AI as reserves on the rear side of town that start moving in. And then anything else that I want to bring in as QRF is going to have to come from outside of the city. Gonna start trying to simulate some civilians fleeing here. Harm's way, because when the shooting starts, they shouldn't really be sticking around.
John, are you good?
He's down.
And I'm gonna run this unit out to here. We'll just have to send the careless hold fire so we actually start the pathing. Quite a bit of damage was taken by units up here, but it looks like for the most part they're okay. Yeah, so again, the future will be if they leave vehicles back, I might, you know, go up and take them or set up ambushes around them or something.
Bravo, just hold your position right now. We're gonna wait till after back up.
Roger that.
Southeast.
Yeah, so I don't have an angle on with that 50 cal just yet. But I do have QRF starting to come up.
Ground, this is Delta. Be advised, my men have spotted an armored improvised technical vehicle. It retreated deeper into the town, but just be alert.
Oh, that tapped me out so hard that it freaking... Did it crash? No, we're good. Okay. That was weird. I said, yeah, Apex for me was decent for solo. Because the AI were responsive enough, but I mean that was all just small scale raids anyhow, so in theory that should be okay for most.
Alpha, when you guys are ready, continue moving on the line.
Well, that was them shooting at civvies.
I
got the Dishka back here firing. I'm starting to move back to try to take cover from that. Sam leading from the front here. Alright, so this vehicle's made it back, so these guys, we can say they're going to be on quote-unquote high alert, but...
Yeah. Alpha, I need you to move like southwest. And
We
clear that
will.
area.
Give me a second.
Delta, what's your location?
Spawn that, put this guy on the turret.
We got one Delta vehicle right by your MRAP on the state marker.
Take a group of reserves, start sending them over.
Alpha and Bravo, this is Delta. Remember, we're in bounding support, so if you guys see any armor or anything that's like really needing support, just let us know. We'll come to you.
Bravo copies.
Now we're gonna send something bigger.
Delta, adjust to... Hold on, I'm gonna adjust the line.
I'm looking for a BTR.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Which I can't seem to find.
6.5 years down.
Delta, go along new purple line, roughly that area.
The BTR covered one.
Alpha, just clear a little more west to the main road.
Like, I see the Vulcan. I don't want to do the Vulcan, though. That's going to be a little too overpowered for what we're working with right now. But Devil Demon, thanks for the 66-month resub, buddy. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Alright, well, in lieu of that, I'll just put a 50 in. Six and a half years. Yeah, 5.5, I think. But either way, I mean, it's still a long time, man. Still appreciate all your support. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a nice kick out of this.
Roger.
So those civvies completely ran in the wrong direction. Complete the ones that are still a bit far out. Now you have the building raiding here. Not really any reaction from that gunner, which is quite annoying. Got some people running out. What the hell are you doing? Fucking stupid ass AI.
Understood. Roger.
I don't stop trying to go up to that vehicle.
Roger.
Like, it looked like he was trying to grab stuff out of the inventory, so I'm just gonna clear that out. But that was the cook-off from that one vehicle. I'll remove the additional civilians out here from play. Don't know why he was just standing by those Humvees, but whatever.
On the way. Roger that.
Alright. Yeah, the joys of AI, right?
Ground, this is Delta. I've got my infantry team clearing one building, possible truck desk.
Copy.
So let's see what these guys hunker down around with. I try to put, again, some fortifications around most of the buildings in question, but at this point it's going to be about honing in on whatever is available. Oh, let's see, what else would I want to send? I think at this point it would just be infantry, so let's just go ahead and grab some Hiluxes and bring in some QRF. It's going to be mainly 8-man groups, because that group of infantry is a little behind.
Roger.
Try to bring it out over here and then dismount them and have them come in.
Copy.
I don't really have anything around that could move on those Humvees. Like, if these guys were still alive and they were left there, yeah, I'd probably try to steal one, but I don't have anything actively in the region that can run over there and take it, you know?
Bravo, you guys good?
Yeah, Bravo's good. We're clearing out our area.
That MG3's
Alpha,
fire
you
rate's a
got
pain to manage there, but a little bit more QRF coming in.
Alpha.
Alpha's good.
I don't know, man. Expecting Arma 3 players to actively
Delta,
crouch.
we are engaging contacts on a red dot, gray
Not sure that's
warehouse
gonna be
at the
doable.
main road. We're clearing it.
If he solos me.
You good, Shepard?
Yeah, I'm good.
Shepard's down in yellow building.
He was, in fact, not good. He was, in fact, not good.
The building that went down. The enemies that control.
He got drag glitched. And that just came down.
Ground, this is Delta reporting the warehouse we cleared does have drugs inside if you want to bring your vehicle over here and secure it.
This is command, Marcy building with Charles Den and we'll get there. Currently we're dealing with enemies coming in from the west.
Roger, mark this drug den by the MSR.
Yeah, he's animation locked. You're just gonna have to work on him in place. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, we can't access him at all.
Okay.
Bravo.
Shep, you're gonna have to soft log. You're bugged out.
Yeah, just continue clearing west on the green line and...
I don't know why trying to drag him up the stairs animation locked him, but
casualties right
who
now,
knows?
but when I get done, I'll go do that.
Copy.
I think I'm gonna have to lower player health because there's a good chunk of lone wolves running around here, and I think they feel a little too safe.
Myself needs some the medic.
I'm gonna bring up the skill to 35 as well. See if I can make that the standard again.
Space for any of this, so you guys can sneak it.
Alright, so it looks like you can pick those up.
Come on, we've collected the...
I wasn't sure if you could pick up the piles, but yeah, no, you clearly can.
But, continue... Forces continue west
Set up
and
a
then
static up
continue
here.
south to warehouses and go south and clear those.
No, I'm gonna make it a Dishka. No, Cartel.
Delta copies,
jeez.
moving to the west side.
You know, I don't doubt that they have the GPD to actually fund a jet, but when you think of all the logistics you need for a freaking jet, I don't think that's gonna be doable, Charlie. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Alpha, how goes clearing the south area?
Pretty good. We found one drug den.
Copy. Can you mark it?
The coke's already collected. I've collected it.
does he have a movement marker all the way out here? That makes little to no sense. What are you doing?
Yeah. Five. Copy. Okay, we have a total of 17 now. That's good enough. Okay, squad, make sure you grab your vehicles.
Alright, we're good. I'm gonna grab one person. I want everyone to start falling back to our positions earlier.
A lot of insurgency tactics do involve engaging from a very significant range. That is something that Arma AI aren't the best at doing. I've only got 2 more boxes and I'm running off.
Well? Yes.
Do we just keep clearing?
Can you guys mount up? We're gonna start moving. The money isn't an objective, like an objective for equipment.
I'll find
Delta copies, we are mounted up.
Techie just rolled up, I think. Unarmed. On the other side of these warehouses.
If you're talking about from the west, that's we should be. Okay, thing is, the RP2 has some medicine here. We're not going to go to that RP, I'm going to update it.
Roger, thank you.
We're going to go to the new RP point, new RP2. We're not going to go yet.
I thought about originally putting a GMG up there, but I thought that would be too overpowered.
Delta copies.
Like, if they had some longer range stuff beyond just that simple marksman, then maybe, but... Why are you pathing locked here?
Well, actually,
why are you pushing forward now?
Do you think we could go, like, northeast of the town? Like...
He's moving back to the turret.
We can.
Something...
It's...
Let me guess, you're still gonna magically be able to get on it.
We don't really have scopes.
That's horseshit.
We don't really have scopes, and we're just gonna shoot civvies.
Yeah, okay, we'll go into RP3.
Dumbass AI. Locking it should be able to, you know, prevent that from happening, but nope, guess not. Alright, removing more of the civvies from play. Gonna set up another patrol of some of the internal forces here that weren't originally pushed on.
Copy. Roger.
And then I'm gonna set up some Hilux transports to bring in some more QRF. We're gonna do one of those and then 2 of these.
Sam, I would suggest we stop before crossing the main road on the purple line, just to, you know, have a look at whether we're rolling into shit at the RP.
Yep, I've changed the RP. Okay, is everyone mounted? Alpha, are you mounted?
Alright, let's get our other vehicle back. We'll be a minute at most.
Delta's mounted and ready to move.
Alright, he's actively moving, setting up this QRF
Alright,
to
Bravo's
come
ready
in.
to move.
That should be all set.
Alright, are we good to go?
And then we'll see where I end up deploying them. I'm gonna move him to be a
Everyone
crossover there.
Start moving to RP2.
Yeah, so they got the money out of there, they got the stuff out of those packages, and then there was, what, one thing in here, right? Yeah, so the only one they missed was the money in this one, and that's just because the sandbags were on a side that they didn't push in on. I didn't put any hard positions over there, so I do need to pair things with outside positions if we do stuff like that, so good to know. Yeah, right, a whooping. Have fun playing table tennis. But yeah, they marked every building that they ended up clearing.
We've been active for a little bit, like about an hour. There's probably going to be more QRF coming in from the west. So I might need AT team to be like active to QRF calls.
What I'm also going to do is
you want
prep.
us to put up a sentry position for the west?
No, just be aware that you might have to turn and face west against QRF. I still want you going on the purple line. Yeah.
Roger.
I think there's a checkpoint on the road. There is. Checkpoint straight north from here. Oh.
Solid copy.
Gonna have to remount him again, and then I'll turn around the other vehicle.
First, and then we'll continue into the town.
This is Delta reporting at RP2.
If the gunner will wake up, which naturally he doesn't. He gets shot.
All squads move to the checkpoint.
Roger that. Copy. Copy that.
And I'll send those teams up. I love how those two chuckleheads are naked. It's like, alright. I'm gonna manually drive this one. Just heard AT launch out. It just hit me. It's like, why is it so quiet in some of these things? God damn.
2 techies west on the road, out to get on that.
So I think AT just came in to hit both of those techies.
Delta, copy.
That gunner was immediately taken out, so I'm gonna pull the driver out. Have the civs start running out. If they would be so fucking inclined.
All squads, bring your vehicles up to the checkpoint.
We just saw AT launches.
Roger. On the way. Copy.
This is Bravo. I think we need to be pushing off the checkpoint.
Yep, we're gonna move from the checkpoint into the town.
And then we'll push forces around there. Yeah, sometimes the AI get locked up like that. It depends on if they're like pre-placed on the server and the server's not calibrating, or not calibrating, calculating their AI responses properly. It can be a bit annoying. I'm assuming that was a misfit.
From RP3, once you guys are ready, tell me, and then we'll all move together.
Bravo's ready.
Delta, are you guys ready?
We've just cleared the remaining contacts. We're gonna mount back up and join you, yes.
Copy. Alpha Bravo, just get in position, start engaging the town.
Okay, our vehicle just fixed.
I think it got armored.
Alright, can we?
It did not.
Behind us! Fucking techie behind us!
Yeah, I got hit by that SPG-9.
I need help on that. There's a fucking techie behind us.
It's Bravo helping.
Delta, I need you to go to RP3.
Oh, that's not good. That might have had their stuff in it.
Oh, there go 5 bricks, that's okay. We got...
Right, a medic can do it.
Yeah, they're not in vision yet, that's why. These guys, I think I'm just gonna try to pull back.
Also, we'll need time to,
yeah.
Probably have enemy coming from the east.
Alright, so I got these chuckleheads trying to move up. Whether or not they can is, remains to be seen. Squirrel has died.
Well, that's...
Okay, he said don't worry about it, go, let's go on it.
I'm making sure what he has.
It happens.
Send it, go Team 6.
Hey wee woo, have you seen the new ladies? I think they'd be right up your alley, Kek.
You know, I have no idea what that is, and at this point I probably don't want to know. But Nim, thank you for giving that instead of something just completely inappropriate, which is what you normally do.
Start heading north into the town.
Nonetheless, thanks for the 56-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Also, do not put any cocaine in the vehicles. Have it on the actual person. If the vehicle gets hurt.
Oh, what happened back there? Ryant and Ham are both down. Don't know what ended up coming up to them. I lay these nuts on your chin, and it didn't say it. Still, that's a pretty good one. I'll give you that. Got a cackle out of me, and I actually walked right into that one. But GG, well played.
Wait, Khan, I need a medic to the blown up vehicle south.
I wonder what double tap those two.
Or smoking vehicle. Okay.
I'm gonna respawn him. So he actually does a proper pullout, and then this one I'm gonna also have run back.
One not next to the checkpoint.
But hope everything's okay with you.
I have no idea what you mean. Oh, never mind.
These guys are just their turret. I think there's 20 or 20. No, I think there's only 20 in this town, so hopefully at least some of those bricks stayed alive. I think the command Vic got sniped, though, and they lost a good chunk of them. I'm alright, yeah, I'm just tired because of a freaking 2-week plus rainstorm. Trying to transition into some more stuff, but we'll see how things go. That was silly of that guy.
Considering the ground command fix is loaded, Delta doesn't have any.
Alpha has 5. Cocaine? Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna be 5 short from the 30 mark.
We need 25 blocks of cocaine to get both points.
Are now coming in. Both things a cure effort coming,
there should be
but
25 in this area from Liru said.
I'll give a mulligan because I did say there might be 25, but we'll see. See what actually tries to run out of this damn town. Because again, I don't know why there's a Civ literally crouching on an Op 4 body, but Jesus. Call maintenance because water started dripping from the ceiling. Oh boy. That's always a good sign, isn't it?
Bravo to Alpha Delta.
That thing was heavily overranged. The shots were going like well above his head.
Delta is pushing through the town. Marker is accurate at this time.
Bravo copies. Groundless Bravo secured some cocaine if you want to come pick it up.
Full auto tech 9.
Just keep it on your guy.
Move those two from play.
We're not going to put in any vehicles now. Just remember who has it. We'll collect that at the end.
Yeah, so each one of those AOs took about 30 minutes with all those positions. We'd want to probably shoot for 90 minutes total, so I'm debating making this a potential, like, free open world sort of ordeal. But we'll see how things go. They're shooting that building because it has stuff on it. Oh, did they leave Bobby alone to find cocaine, or did they not sweep it for the cocaine? I was fully expecting Bobby just to start stealing that shit.
Alpha, you can clear him along your blue line.
Do I like tapes and CDs?
Right,
I used to.
Sorry about that.
It's hard for me to find media around that plays,
That's fine.
CDs, we still have stuff
Bravo,
that plays it, but tapes, not so much.
Bravo's on green line.
I don't have a VHS player or anything. Bobby's still cooking. Yeah, man, the man has been obsessed with trying to find some.
Once you get to the end of the green line, just move west and clear the blue line.
Roger that.
That one's a bit more of a stretch, but I can see what you mean for CDs. I can see the Scandia Recon joke right now is of that nature. PKM gunner went down. Alright, well I do have my hands full though and stuff I'm gonna want to switch around for this campaign. Looks like a group of people secured into that. I'll just be curious to see how much money they've got taken out for this one. I can only pull the trigger so fast. Why are you running in this direction? Shot. I'm gonna probably try to kidnap Bobby at this point. The man is just acting like a frickin' sniffer dog here. It was at that moment Bobby knew he fucked up. What is this? What is this? I hit him in the head twice.
Ground, Bravo, hit 2 cocaine posts, and I have money as well.
How much cocaine do you have?
Oh, fucking Bobby.
Bravo, how much cocaine?
This is Bravo. We have 15 bricks of cocaine, and we have money as well.
Okay, that is
Okay,
not...
we need 10 more bricks to get both points.
Roger that.
Bobby has that iron chin, yeah, I guess. Is he okay?
Right, it looks like we've put out the town. Khan, how much?
I'm getting. Don't worry, I'm asking for it.
Okay, all squads regroup to the south of the town.
Break. This is Bravo. We have scratched that 20 cocaine bricks.
Alpha 10.
Okay, all squads regroup to the south of the town. We're gonna mount up there and then leave.
The fuck does he mean by his ball?
Canonically, Bobby only has one ball then. Okay. Sam, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a cargo crate next to you. We can load up everything in there and then I'll take total of it, okay?
Copy. Everyone go to RP3. That's where the cargo crate is.
But yeah, I think this was a good test. I'm gonna tweak their armor value so they're a little less tanky.
Oh, I updated the RP3 mark, so it's inside the town, so go to the RP3 mark.
Roger, Delta is at RP3.
There will be a cargo crate, the money and cocaine in the cargo crate.
Command is using 1x orange go.
Ah, great, a random administrative email, so I gotta go deal with some bullshit. Lovely. Alright, there should be 5 more, and then what was that, only 5 things of money? There's 3 things of money.
Alpha, have you got new guys for everything?
I do,
Bravo should have now as well.
Alright, Sam, let me know when I can check the box, and then I'll index based on those numbers.
Anyone have money that we don't know about?
Yeah, essentially we're looking.
Bravo had some cash, but I deposited it.
Delta, your guys unloaded all the money and everything.
Stand by, I'm just clearing with them, but I think we are going to be good. Just a moment.
It's all in the crate.
There it is.
I'm confirming it.
Okay. Yep, well we have 30 bits of cocaine, so I'm on call. And
yeah, Delta's good.
Alright, stand by for index.
You got this ram straight to the...
God damn you, Lolo.
God, I was waiting
Bobby
for that.
made us all turn on each other because he convinced us we all needed the cocaine for ourselves.
I see. Alright, well, I think that was a good test. Overall, I think I'm going to make things a little less tanky. I got to change out the vest into something that's not contact DLCs. I'll try to find something else that is green. Might switch to the SPCs then as a backup, pending color scheme. But, yeah, just... type your feedback in the feedback channel. I think I got a good amount for what I want to do with this campaign and how I'll tweak it, and then I'll make an announcement tonight about it, and we'll go from there. Sam, any thoughts from ground command?
I think it went pretty well. Could stand to have your markers a little more updated, but you know, it is what it is. Can't really do much in the contract. How did the SPG-9 get there?
So when you attacked the second town, a group of QRF came in from the bridge area on the... No, so that was the west. And then a second group of QRF came from the east, and that was the SPG-9 car that led them. And that's the one that then, I think, took out 2 of your vehicles.
I see. Yeah, when we got fucked by the SPG-9, we did lose 2 guys, and obviously the vehicles, which was unfortunate. But we learned from that mistake to not have items of importance inside the vehicle inventory.
I mean, no one was watching the road, but that's also a thing.
I'd like to quickly say that I would like to kick out Bobby for cheating.
Okay, let's...
What?
Yeah, that's it for command. We can go to Alpha.
Squad leaders, Alpha.
We did good. First dismount was a bit of a mess, but went reasonably well. First town was fine, and after that, second town was also fine. The SPG, yeah, we didn't really pull security. That's kind of on me. And pretty much got raped by it. And 2 people died. Not from my squad, but yeah, 2 people died. I think we're fine being that tanky for them having like a bunch of 50s and Dishkas and SPGs. And if they get better weapons. Yeah, other than that, squad did good. Decent test, I'd say. Bravo.
Bravo did very well, very fine. We didn't lose a single person, and a major MVP for saving people from that SPG at the end. Or sorry, midway through. My guys did what they were told, cleared buildings, cohesion pretty decent, pretty good for this community. Not much to add other than, I think for how tanky we are compared to what we're facing, I think that's honestly fine, especially if they're going to get upgraded in the future. Delta?
Yep. All right. So Delta, we did on the point of view. I know I didn't update my marker enough. Sorry. I just driving, calling out targets. I try to keep it up to date.
Again, it wasn't super big of a deal. As
Fair enough.
Only so much you can do.
We did what we're told. We went to the places we needed to go. We found drugs. We made the mistake of giving them to ground command because then we lost the drugs. I'm fucking with you, but I'm like, but clearly we should have just kept them in our pockets. Anyways, we responded to Western QRF, but Eastern QRF came, and then we rushed over, and we just about came to the tail end of it. We put our vehicles to good damn use because they were pretty much out of ammo by the end of the op, lighting everything up. My men, on a tactical level, everybody did great. Everybody communicated what they needed to, didn't over-communicate. We all stuck together generally, and everyone marked the buildings as they were told, so I appreciate that. You guys are all cool. Thank y'all. That's all I got. That's every SL.
Real quick, who was Bravo SL?
That was me.
Okay.
Empire.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'm going to work on getting stuff refined. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off for ops, but I will have a Thursday morning and a Friday morning op. Polls I will also forego this week so I can catch up in the hole I've dug. Anyway, enjoy your Tuesday, guys. Have fun.
Thank you, Liru. Yeah, this is good.
Thank you.
All right, I gotta do paperwork and deal with some administrative stuff. Joy. Otherwise, might be back later for some mission dev, especially for Thursday. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.